Dr. Shannon Pierce with Mill Pond Integrative Health and Wellness and the Wellness Way. And today I'm here with my nutrition and lifestyle guru, Amanda Pennington. So if you're a patient of ours, you probably had the pleasure of speaking with her about your nutrition and your toxicity and all the lifestyle things that we like to teach you guys. So today, actually a couple weeks ago we were talking, we're like, you know what would be great is after we tell you all of this information, if then we had a really simple video we could send you afterwards so you could follow up, so you could rewatch it, so you could use it as you continue to replace your products. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna make you guys some more resources to make these changes doable and lifelong, which is what we want for all of you. So today what we're gonna share with you guys is some of our favorite personal care products, the things that we use, the things that we recommend, and we're gonna tell you where to find them and try to make it not too overwhelming.
Absolutely.
If we can. Yep. So a big passion of ours is to help you guys limit the amount of toxins in your body. Because if you remember, the three things that cause inflammation are traumas, toxins, and thoughts. So not only are we going to detox your body using nutrition and herbs, but we've also got to limit your exposure as much as you possibly can, because I totally understand it's overwhelming. There are so many toxic components out there. Your food, your air, your water, you can't possibly have control over all of it. So what we'd like to teach you is have control over the things you can and don't stress about the things that you can't. So that's what we're going to teach you today, how to detox your body from the inside out.
Absolutely.
So let's go to our list. So the top 10 toxins to avoid. Let's go through these. So you want to start?
Yes, the first one is the sodium lauryl sulfate, and that is in a lot of products, a lot of health and beauty products that you'll find. So that's something you definitely want to avoid in as many as possible.
And typically you're going to find that's the kind of the agent that makes things bubbly. So in your soaps and your shampoos and your conditioners and your toothpaste, anything that kind of fizzes up, you're probably going to find that sodium lauryl sulfate. It's in a lot. So part of what we go through on this list too, these are not all the so I'll sometimes get people, well, you didn't put this on your list or you didn't put that. I know, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible for you.
There's a million different ones.
There's so many. And each company will have their own list of things they avoid or things that are bad for you, and they're probably all great. For me, this is just the list of, if you at least avoid these 10 things, you're 90% of the way there, right? So if there's other ones you know of, that's fine. These are our top 10.
Yes, and sulfates, like you said, are in so many different shampoos. That is what you're going to find it for ones of you all who like to get your color done. That is what will strip your color out. Your bathtub does not need to be full of suds when you're finished shampooing your hair.
Right.
The less suds actually in your shampoo, the better it's going to be, because it actually takes off more dirt and grime. And
but don't you hear that's the typical complaint someone will say when they switch things over? It's like, it doesn't set up like it used to. It's not supposed to. That's okay. So that's a big one, sodium lauryl sulfate. And don't get confused, because marketing agents are great and they're so smart. They'll change these words just a little bit. So it's also any variety of that. So I know there's like sodium laurate and sodium lauryl, and so like anything that sounds similar to that, or even just SLS. Sometimes you'll just see that on the label. That's the same thing. So we're going to avoid that.
And it'll say sulfite sometimes as well.
Yes.
And it's the same thing, especially in hair care products.
Yep, definitely.
The next one is propylene glycol. We definitely do not like propylene glycol. That is one of the ingredients that is in antifreeze. So we know that is a very hazardous chemical. So we do not want that in anything that we're putting in our bodies or on our bodies.
People lose their minds about their pets and antifreeze in the winter and those things, yet you're using toothpaste with propylene glycol. There's propylene glycol in kids' yogurt. So this is not just your products. You have to check your foods for these too, because that is in cereal and different things like that too. So that's a big one. And I also find it's one of the ones that even some of your more natural products will still have propylene glycol.
They'll try to slide that right in there without us knowing.
So they'll avoid a bunch of other things, but then that one still shows up on the label. So all of these are label readers. Just like your food, when you buy any household cleaners, personal care products, you need to flip it over and read the label of ingredients, just like you would something you're about to eat.
The next one is FDC, FD&C, or D&C.
If you see any of those followed by any word or number, you shouldn't have it. So that's food, dye, and coloring, or dyes and coloring. So sometimes, most of the time, they'll just put FD&C number 20, Well, you don't know what that is. You don't know if that's good or bad. That's synthetic fragrance, synthetic dyes, and synthetic coloring. So FDNC or DNC, anything is a no. And those are in your personal care products, but those are in a lot of your vitamins. Your Centrum, your multivitamin, your one a day, your vitamin D that you get from Costco, all have FDNC in them.
Yes, you want to look for, if you're looking for colors in products, it's always good to look for fruit or vegetables that have been used for coloring in your products.
Yes, and we'll share some of those with you today, the ones that we use.
Triclosan, it's an antibacterial.
Yeah, so it's what's in your antibacterial soaps, it's what's in your antibacterial hand sanitizers. You're gonna see that triclosan, and it's super toxic for your liver, for your kidney, for your kids, for your pets. It drives me nuts when you go to the store and you see the mom like wiping her kids down with the Sandy wipes, and it's like, oh, you're killing their liver. But we use those so much, so avoiding those and finding a more natural resource. Like I use colloidal silver as our antibacterial, so I'll have that in my purse. I'll use it as a hand spray. I'll spray down a cart with that. So no, we don't want you full of bugs all the time, but I don't want you to, your replacement is not something that's going to destroy your immune system and your liver either. So a good spray colloidal silver is just as good as any of those antibacterial.
That's hanging off the side of your purse in the little pouches.
Yes, in the little ones. Yep, exactly.
And parabens.
Super popular.
They're in everything. They're in your makeup, they're in your perfume, they're in your hairspray.
Yes.
So they're
Oh, that's one I forgot today. We'll talk about hairspray too,
Yes.
though. And parabens, and it's any type of paraben. So it could be methyl paraben, ethyl paraben, paraben followed by any number of other words too. If it has any derivative of the word paraben, I think there's over 100 different forms of parabens. So it's all of them across the board.
The next one is phthalates.
So that's in your plastics, a lot of it. So estrogen dominance and hormone imbalance, really a lot of research that's actually linking these phthalates to cancers, breast cancers. We know it, but yet we're still using them in so many things. So they're in the products you're using, but they're also in your storage containers. They're in your plastics, yes. They're in your Ziploc baggies. They're in your plastic water bottles. So we'll go through that in a different video and teach you what things we use as our storage and our home cookware stuff. But phthalates are in so many things, and especially if you have a hormone imbalance, any history of cancer or things like that, you've got to be extra careful with those phthalates.
Mm-hmm. EDTA and DEA.
So lots of chemicals, chemical, and that's another one in almost every one of your makeup products. So if you look at your cosmetics, I would almost guarantee you if you're not using a natural cosmetic, it's going to have EDTA in it. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one of the top ingredients too, so you're not even going to have to read very far down your ingredient list to find it on there. So that's very important to look for. And it's also in a lot of your body washes.
Yes.
So make sure that you're using the right products on your body.
Yes.
Dimethicone.
That's in most of your sunscreens. So that's the one that's the cancer-causing agent. Why they say sunscreen is just as bad for you as the sun, which I don't believe the sun is bad for you, but from what they say that the sun causes cancer. Dimethicone will cause cancer faster than the sun ever will. So these same things go with your sunscreen products, which now I'm thinking of all other things I should have brought today. My sunscreens, we're gonna have to do multiple of these videos. That's okay. But dimethicone in a sunscreen is a non-starter for me. I'm not about to slather up my kid in a bunch of dimethicone and then send him out in the sun to avoid skin cancer when it's full of chemicals. So
exactly, because sun is good for your vitamin D. So everyone needs extra vitamin D.
And no, I don't let him fry. I don't put him out there until he's like crispy red. But there's natural forms of blocking the sun, and there's really good healthy sunscreens that you can use now. But your typical ones you're going to find at Rite Aid and Kroger,
your yellow bottles,
the spray one that's probably going to have dimethicone in it.
Yes, absolutely. Aluminum,
especially in deodorants. We'll talk about that today, but it's also in a lot more. It's in a lot of lipsticks and lip glosses. You're putting aluminum on your lips and then you're swallowing it into your body. It gets caught up in your bloodstream and all those other places. So you've got to be really careful with that in all of your personal care products.
Mm-hmm. Fluoride.
Fluoride, especially if you have thyroid issues. Fluoride is one of the things that will actually compete for your iodine binding storage and can create things like hypothyroid and Hashimoto's. So not only just in your toothpaste. We do not use fluoridated toothpaste because it's bad for you, but we're also getting more fluoride. So they say a fluoride deficiency will cause tooth problems and all that. You're getting way more fluoride than you realize because it's in our water source, it's in a lot of our food sources. They actually use fluoride as a pesticide. It's one of the main things that they spray down crops of grapes and berries with a fluoride-based pesticide. So you're getting a ton of fluoride whether you're trying to avoid it or not. So don't get it from the extra resources you can control. So we never, if we go to the dentist, we opt out of the fluoride treatments. We don't use fluoride in our toothpaste, and we filter our water specifically with a reverse osmosis that can help take the fluoride out as well, because you're getting it from a lot of these other sources that you're not even aware of. And there's more research showing it's more harmful than it is good. So it might make your teeth a little bit stronger, but then you're getting internal fluoride toxicity in your organs and your tissues, so the trade-off doesn't make it any better.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's our top 10. Get very familiar with them. You have a list of these that we email you when you start as a patient. Print them off. Have those with you when you go to replace some of your personal care products. Bring a list, snapshot it on your phone, so that when you're looking through your ingredient list, you'll be more informed and be able to make better choices.
Absolutely. And if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to us, because we're always happy to answer your text or emails when you get confused on some of these toxics.
And we're also always open to new resources. So a lot of companies are coming out now, and I think people are putting a higher value on good products. That there's new things coming out every day that a patient will bring me. I'll be like, I've never seen this before. This is great. So if you have things you found and you love, post it on our Facebook page,
Yes.
Email it over to us, and we'd love to share those resources with people, because the more options you have, the easier it is. So the few we're going to go through today, these are not the only ones you can use. These are just what we personally use in our homes and our lives, so we want to share that with you. So if you have other ones that you use that you really like, let us know, and we can try them out and let you know what we think on that as well. So
We always like new products.
I will always try new products. Yeah, my husband's like, no, you don't need any more new products. But I love new options, and I love, because not everything that one person likes does somebody else, especially when it comes to natural stuff. You're going to realize, and don't get discouraged with this. Like, you might try natural deodorant and it doesn't work for you. Try a couple others. You have to find something that works for your body chemistry, or you might not love the way the natural shampoo feels on your hair. Try a different one. You're going to find something that you like just as well, but it's not the same for every person, just based on our body chemistry.
Exactly, because everyone is different, and that's what I tell everybody on the phone. Everyone's different. Everybody's body is different. So what I like may not be what you like. So we've got to try everything. This is not even a dent in the products that is out there for everyone. So.
And I change mine often, to be honest. Like, I'll use some stuff for 6 months or so, and then I'll switch and use something else too. So this isn't even what I use all of the time. I'll change it quite often, because then your body kind of keeps guessing too.
Absolutely.
So moral number 1 is you're going to get rid of the top 10 toxic ingredients. You're going to start reading your labels. Lesson number 2 is how to start switching things out. So I think it's overwhelming for a lot of people, and the most typical comment I get is, this is going to be really expensive. I get it. I am not telling you to go home tonight and trash everything you have in your house and start over. We don't expect that from you.
No.
And that's not how I did it. When I first started switching things, there was stuff I can remember. The few things I didn't let go of for a very long time. I think the last things I changed over was, I finally gave up toxic lip gloss, hairspray, and chewing gum were like my 3 things I held on to probably way longer than I would want to admit to you. But I get it. There's things that you don't always switch over right away. Start with the big stuff. So the way I really encourage you to change your products is twofold. 1, the things you use every day are far more important than the others. So if you say you only use hairspray once a month when you go out, well, maybe that's not your most important switch. But if you use face wash every single day, you should start there. Or if you wear makeup every single day, you need to start there. So start with the things you use the most often, and then start switching things out as you run out of it. So you might have your current shampoo. Use it until it's gone, but when you go to buy another bottle, switch to a better option at that point as well. So don't feel like you have to do it all. Don't feel like it has to be all at once. But you do have to start doing it, because this is a really big piece for your next step for your health and wellness.
Absolutely.
So let's go through some products. Let's start with yours.
All right, so my products that I love every day, I've recently just switched over to the Juice Beauty. They are organic, they're non-GMO, they are plant-derived. Everything in them is plant-derived.
Awesome.
100%. They use essential oils for all of their fragrances. They use fruit and vegetables for their coloring, for their cheeks, for your eyes, for your lips. Everything is completely natural. I love the face wash. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
After you use this face wash, your face does not feel sticky. It doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah.
It cleans off your makeup. Your eyes don't burn, which is very important because how many times have you used other face washes and
Yep, if you
your
get
eyes
it in
are
your
on
eye,
fire?
yes.
So that is absolutely my favorite face wash I have ever used.
Awesome.
It's super soft. Their moisturizer, it's not heavy. It doesn't make your face feel sticky all day long. It does help keep your makeup on.
Good.
So that is my favorite line right now of products as far as for my face care.
And so the Juice Beauty is actually a new one to me. I personally have actually not used those ones before, but I do plan on, as I run out of some things, is trying those ones too and seeing if I like it, and then figuring out, which ones of those I like versus maybe there's something from a different company I like, mixing and matching those things as well. But the Juice Beauty is a good one, and you can get it
At Ulta.
At Ulta.
Yeah, so it's very local, so it's easy to get. You don't have to necessarily order it online.
Awesome. So if you want to go and be able to look through things and you like that better than just ordering online, that is an option that you can't always get with some of those other companies. So
something else I like with Juice Beauty is they do have smaller containers for people who like to travel and you're going to be flying
Yes.
soon. They do have airplane friendly products that you can take on the airplane with you. So you're not carrying, like, this is a full size tub of the moisturizer, but they have one that is a 3-ounce travel size that you can
perfect.
get. So
Yeah,
and
that's
they come in a kit, so you get like the 3 products in a kit that your main 3 for travel.
that's good.
So that is what I like about the Juice Beauty.
Excellent. So makeup wise, I'm a big fan of Thrive Cosmetics. So again, they really are low. They don't use fragrance, they don't use dye, they don't use toxins, they don't use chemicals. What they use for their color is called micropigment. So they don't use the dyes and the coloring, and they stay on really well because what you're putting on your face is not color from dyes. It's these pigments, and they also come off really easily. So it's funny with the mascara. When you take it off, it doesn't run like mascara does. It comes off, it just comes off your face. So nothing's being absorbed into your skin, nothing's being absorbed into your eyes and those types of things. So I've been using this probably for the last year, and I really, really like Thrive Cosmetics. Now, it is something that you have to get primarily online. They don't sell them in stores. So for some people, they love that. You can just go on and order. For some people, they don't like it and they'd rather go get their hands on stuff. The Juice Beauty might be a better option for you. But I really like Thrive Cosmetics, and they have almost everything that you would need. So they have their concealer, they have their bronzer, they have their eyebrow liner, they have their eyeliner, they have their mascara. So I can get majority of my things through them, which I also like, just being able to do one order and get it all from the same place. But there are several other ones too. So there's a company called 100% Pure.
Yes,
Their
they are
stuff is really
amazing.
good. A lot of the beauty counter products are still really good. Some of the Arbonne makeup stuff is good. There's other places you can get things. These are just the companies that we are using currently and really like. So I use a lot of Thrive Cosmetics. And then my under eye concealer, which I really, really like because sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're a little extra. I use the Zuzu brand. You can actually get this at Whole Foods, and I kind of stumbled over it, but this is the absolute best, dark eye, circles under your eyes. It hides everything. So I really like this one. You can get it at Whole Foods, you can get it on Amazon, and it stays on all day. It lasts forever. So I typically start with this and then pair my Thrive Cosmetics on top of it. But I love their brand as well. It's very clean.
Talking about the under eyes, when you're got the dark circles, you're tired, Juice Beauty, their Bright Eyes serum works great
Good.
with
Yep.
the concealer. So
Love it.
that's a great combination I've come across.
So if you are somebody who wears makeup every day, I think that's one of the first things you should start switching over.
Next up, I want to talk about the fragrances. My new favorite, actually our new favorite
Yes.
fragrances is the Skylar
Yep.
perfumes. They are vegan. They are completely natural, organic. They don't have anything synthetic in
Yep.
them.
Totally hypoallergenic.
Yes.
They don't cause headaches. I get headaches immediately from fragrance. I mean, if
Yes,
somebody
I do
in
too.
the same room as me has artificial fragrance, I will get a headache right away. I can wear those all day long, and they have never once bothered
And
me.
I used to be a perfume queen.
Me
I bet
too.
I had 15
Me
different
too.
perfumes and sprayed it all over every day before I switched everything over.
Yep.
Now I have 3.
Yep.
And this is what I use pretty much every single day.
Yes,
So
and
there's
I-
6 different ones you can choose from.
Yep, and
depending on your mood.
different from there's more earthy ones and more floral ones. You can pick what fragrance you like better too, but I really love
And
their stuff.
depending on the season, you may
Yep.
want something more bold or spicy for winter time. So
Yeah.
you can do that. Something that's more,
That's
florally.
That's true. That's a good idea. And then just press the button on that one.
I think it's tapped it.
Oh, we lost it. That's okay. We were about done with that one anyways. So I love their fragrances. They're so good, and they won't make you headachy or dizzy, or they won't make you nauseous. So try those ones out for sure. Face-wise and shower-wise, this is my favorite. So if you have a little bit more like tend towards oily skin, I love these Desert Essence brands. They're tea tree oil based. You can get them at Whole Foods, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them at Trader Joe, you can get them. They're really, really easy to find, and there's nothing in them. It's like basically tea tree oil and water. So I use their face wash, but then I also love their face pads. This is what I take my makeup off with. So at night, I'll take my makeup off with the face pads, and then I'll do a quick wash, and then I'll follow it up with, I was just telling Amanda, my new absolute most favorite things in the world. I highly recommend every single person get these. It's the Altura brand of like night cream, and they have stem cells in them, plant-based stem cells. So they actually fill in fine lines. They help with wrinkles, they help with scarring, they help with sunspots. And I know a lot of things claim that. I have tried a lot of different night creams, and I typically really don't like them. For a long time I didn't use anything because I didn't like anything I tried. I'm obsessed with these. I really, really can see a difference. I have a scar I've been using it on. It's starting to minimize, it's starting to get softer. So I use the gold serum, which is excellent for scarring and wrinkles. And then I use their night cream, which is awesome just for the anti-aging effects and sunspots and hydration and keeping all of that. And they are 100% clean. There's no toxins, no chemicals. They use plant-based stem cells. They're amazing, and they really work. And I would tell you if they didn't, but I love these ones. So that's my new favorite nighttime routine.
Some of those.
You should probably order that. Yeah, I recommend it highly.
Now, the body wash that I have been using, I actually picked up at Kroger because I ran out, wasn't going to get to Lexington, so I just found something at Kroger. I usually get the Meyer brand of body wash.
Yes.
If I'm at the grocery store and need something really quick, I wasn't at that store this time. So Kroger, the Simple Truth brand of body wash has been an awesome addition to my shower routine. It is vegan and gluten-free. It's completely clean. It smells great. It uses essential oils, so that's my go-to right now for body wash.
And it's easy when you can find it real quick, right? You're at the grocery store anyways, you're at Kroger anyways, you can pick them up, so that really helps. We use a lot of the Sasabella products, so she's actually local to Kentucky and she makes them herself. They're all handcrafted, they're all toxin free. She uses essential oils for any of the fragrances. She has body washes, she has shampoo, she has conditioner, she has some different lotions and things that she makes as well. You can get it at sasabella.com, or she also sells it locally if you're local at the co-op in different places, but I really like these. And now this is specific to us, and you can order them online, but you can probably find, no matter where you live, someone local who does these handcrafted small batch really clean things, and then you're supporting a local business as well. So I like to do that. I like to find somebody who this is their passion, this is what they love to do. They're passionate about getting cleaner products into people's hands and then telling people about it so you can help them out as well. So definitely check out any of your local places that do those handcrafted soaps, shampoos, conditioners. I'm certain you can find someone that does that.
Even if you don't like to use the liquid body washes, there's a lot of really great goat milk soap, bar soaps that people make locally that is completely clean. I know we have a one lady in Richmond that makes clean goat milk yogurt or goat milk soap.
Yes.
So that's a really great option as well, and it's super moisturizing.
There are so many options now. This stuff is no longer hard to find. It used to be really tough to find stuff like this. People are really getting on the bandwagon for healthy alternatives, so you're going to be able to find stuff guaranteed no matter where you are.
Absolutely.
Last couple of things, toothpaste and deodorant. So I'm going to assume you brush your teeth every day. I hope you brush your teeth every day and probably wear deodorant unless you're one of those lucky people that don't need it. So I think for most people that's the first switch you should do, because you're getting it directly in your mouth, you're getting it directly in some of your detox organs. Switch those things first. So there's several different kinds of deodorant that we like. At the moment, and I've been using this for a while now, I like Herbal Magic. Again, with natural deodorant, it's all based on your body chemistry. So try a few and stick with the one you like. And what I've noticed is a lot of times about 6 months into using something natural, your body might adapt to it. You might want to change your natural deodorant every 6 months so you kind of trick your body again. So I use the Herbal Magic. We've used the Native brand, is great. We've used that a lot. Piper Y is a charcoal-based deodorant. That one's great. So there's several different ones that you can use. Try them out, try a few different ones, and if it stops working, switch to something else. Then you might cycle back around. But the Herbal Magic I get on Amazon, I get a 3-pack for like 14 bucks. They're not crazy expensive either, and it works really good. I like the flavor, or the scent of it's kind of herbally. I like that too. And then toothpaste, I have 3 options. And I like to switch these up too. So in the course of a day, I'll probably use each of these toothpaste at some point or the other. Fine Vine is an activated coconut charcoal toothpaste. So it's black when you take it out. My son at first thought that was like the weirdest thing. Our toothpaste is black. It doesn't stain your teeth, it actually whitens them, but the charcoal is antibacterial. It's going to pull out any toxins, any bacteria, any things that are stuck inside your mouth. It's great for detoxing, but we use this every single day, the active charcoal toothpaste.
And just like on the toothpaste, just like we were talking about, your natural toothpaste is not going to suds like your old toothpaste did either.
All.
So you're not going to have a sink full or a mouth full of suds. So
Yes.
just remember that it really is cleaning. It really is taking out toxins that needs to come out, but it's not going to over suds.
Yes. So on that note, this one, Aura MD, so we actually have a patient who made this, and I'm obsessed with it. But it's just an oil. It's just a dropper, so this won't sud at all. So at first it takes a second to kind of get used to that, but it's pretty spicy. You put enough drops, you'll know it's working, but it's very minty, it's very fresh, it's really clean. So what I like to do is I do the activated charcoal toothpaste, which doesn't have much of a flavor, and then I'll add 1 or 2 drops of this, and it actually fights gingivitis and bacteria. If you're somebody who has a lot of mouth or tooth problems, this one's very therapeutic. It's actually really gonna help you fight off and get rid of some of the infection, bacteria. We use it if there's any irritation in the gums, things like that. This one is great, and you can also get that one on Amazon. So I actually order all 3 of these on Amazon, and I'll switch around which ones I'm gonna use. But I love the Aura MD. This is like your powerful, like, kill off the gingivitis, kill off the bacteria, freshen the breath. And then the charcoal part of it is really great for whitening and for pulling out additional bacteria, tartar, so pairing those together. And then these are new for me, and I love them. They're called Crush Tabs. They're really, really fresh. So what you do is you actually chew it, and it starts to foam a little bit, and then you brush your teeth with it. Or if you're at work, so that's what I like to do, is middle of the day, I chew one of these, I swish with water, and then I spit it out, and you feel very clean and fresh. It tastes kind of like baking soda. That's what makes it fizz up when it gets mixed with your saliva. But this is a great, throw it in your purse, bring it with you. This is the alternative to the bad gum, the mints, the crappy mouthwash. This is really, really easy to bring with you and really works. And it's kind of fun. Like, you chew it, it gets all fuzzy, you spit it out, but it also tastes good too. So I use those 3 almost every day. All right, so that's the things that we like to use on a regular basis. If you have other questions, comments, or things you'd like us to cover in a future video, let us know. But just start making changes. That's what it comes down to. Is it's
One
not,
product at a time.
Yes, it's not perfection, it's progress. Just start making changes, and you're gonna look back in a year and be amazed with how far you came. So choose the things you use the most often, choose the things that you're running out of, follow that list of the top 10 chemicals to avoid, and let us know if you find something you really love. We'll talk to you soon.
We may love it too.
Exactly, yeah. So stay tuned for some more non-toxic videos.